Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Cam and welcome back to the AFI project. Today we're going to be taking a look at the 1940s drama The Grapes of Wrath. This was directed by John Ford and is based off of the legendary novel written by John Steinbeck. It stars Henry Fonda as Tom Joad, a man who is returning to his family after serving time in prison, only to find that his family has moved out of their home because it has been foreclosed on. This movie takes place in the 1930s, where the Great Depression has just taken a hold of literally everything, and the Dust Bowl has either happened or is about to happen. Joad eventually finds the rest of his family, and they all move out to California to find greener pastures. The book, The Grapes of Wrath, is always something that I've always heard about and have heard nothing but good things about, but I've just never read it. I will one day. But I can safely say, as far as the movie goes, it was very well made, but it was another one where I was like, okay, it's fine. Firstly, let's talk about my favorite part of the movie, the cinematography. And yes, I think I've talked about the cinematography of movies a lot on this review segment, but I gotta acknowledge something when I think it's good, and the cinematography in this movie is quite excellent. The man behind the camera is Greg Tolland, a year before he would direct a little movie you may have heard of called Citizen Kane. And you can see a lot of Toland's tips and tricks used in Citizen Kane in The Grapes of Wrath. Not to the extreme that would be used in Citizen Kane, but you can definitely see a lot of the making of it. Henry Fonda, of course, was great in the movie. My feelings on his daughter aside, he is a great actor, and when we eventually get to 12 Angry Men on this review segment, I will have an even better opportunity to extol this man's praise. He is the heart of this movie, and he carries this part on his back with an admirable level of skill. What I also did enjoy about the movie was how it felt like a portrait of the times. This movie takes place in the Great Depression, and you feel every inch of it. My favorite scene in the movie is near the very beginning when Tom Joad arrives back at his farm and he's talking to his former neighbors, and he's like, my entire family has lived on that house for 40 years. Considering the fact that this movie takes place in the 1930s, and he said about 40 years, let's go with the fact that his family immigrated over to the U.S. and have lived there since possibly the 1890s or the turn of the century. And the movie does a great job of showing that in times of economic hardships, traditions don't really mean all that much. All feelings of manners or common sense go completely out the window. If there's green involved, people will jump at the chance. Maybe it's because I've been watching a lot of Christopher Nolan movies lately, but in the words of Heath Ledger's Joker, these civilized people, when the chips are down, will eat each other. But as I said in my intro, and as I said in my Chinatown video, I appreciate the work that went into it, and overall, it is very well made. I just thought it was fine. I have no large complaints. I thought the movie was paced well, it looks great, the acting is good on the whole. I just thought the movie was there. I'm glad I saw it, but I don't think I'll ever go out of my way to watch this movie ever again. Not an indictment towards Henry Fonda or John Ford, who also directed The Searchers, which is a phenomenal movie, and it's not an indictment towards Greg Tolland, who would do Citizen Kane a year after this. It's just, all of these elements have done better things than The Grapes of Wrath. Like I said, I'm glad I saw the movie, just don't think I'll ever go out of my way to see it again. But that is all for me, guys. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. Next time on the AFI project, we're going to be jumping way ahead in the timeline to talk about a director that I haven't been able to talk about on the AFI project as of yet, but I will be remedying that with this next entry. We're going to be talking about Steven Spielberg's E.T. the Extraterrestrial. But if you like this video, please be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, and if you like this video and you want to see more like it, hit the subscribe button and click the bell to allow notifications. That way, when a new video drops, you'll be the first to know. My name is Ryan Cam, and I'll see you in the next one.